Good morning. Here's here's something I just wanted to do. I went to bed a little early last night. Early. I woke up this morning. Jimjamboory had got a PB Gaiden. He's going for sub 12. He thinks he got a 1201, and I'm here to prove it because it was really super tight and close. Now I'm not a moderator for any big games. Ninja Gaiden being what I would consider a big game. Like the community is always running it. There's a lot of runners. I'm assuming there's a bunch of mods. It's been a couple months since I went forward and looked. Actually, let's do that to be official. A little behind the scenes here with wrong bar to be typing in. What are we playing? Gaiden? Okay. Double check the rules. This is basically I guess you could say like a no non does moderating. Okay. And Ninja Gaiden, of course, has lots of very specific rules, which is fine. Big games like this is what you want to see. Be a little intimidating for runners. I understand. Because that was me. I was like, oh man. That actually kept me from playing DuckTales. I should change. But that's okay. Game rules aren't defined. Category rules is what's important. Okay. Game, of course. Timing starts when you gain control of Ryu. So there's that countdown with the screen fade in 3, go, and then he's there. But we're gonna use a frame counter, so time ends when the timer reaches 0 after defeating the demon stack. So this tracks exactly as I remembered. Please don't use milliseconds unless you're lower than 1150. That's because it just gets generally no track milliseconds unless two people have a time that's close. Track milli. And then it's like, there's so many people runs. But anyway, let's cut to the. Yeah, okay. Set power on. Yep, specify the emulator. Strongly encourage play of your input. Then if the run 1210, you'll be required to have a frame counter clearly. Yep, that's all very, very typical NES kind of thing. All tracks. Multiple input remapping. Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Yeah, well, that's the good thing about Misa and RTA, though, which is about to get to. RTA. Accurate emulation also gives the assurance to the mod. See, that's why Misa and RTA needs to. I don't want to say globally accepted. I don't know technical heretofore any of that. But I've been very pleased with Misa and RTA, other than the fact that you have to keep switching. That's a little. Okay, so this all good. We're updated on the rules. So the question was, Jim is not sure. It's very tight, as we will see. Very tight. Not sure if he has a 1201 or a 1202. Well, if we look up here where my mouse is, around the video time, I've already logged it. It's definitely a 1201, Jim. You did good. Close, but you did it. That sub 12 is coming, I'm telling you right. Oh. Basically what I do, you find where the run starts. We have these lovely buttons down. I've already done, I'm not going to mess with it. Tragedy. Tragimus. And basically, I have him appearing on the first frame here. Go frame, but we're going to go to end frame where we're going to be already at 0 on the demon stack. So what I do, a little trick I learned, I think I learned this from the dead guy. I'm about 98%. But it is really solid. I like this. Sometimes when you're doing the frame count, it gets a little jumpy. You'll think your start frame is good, but you'll go back, you'll hit go, and it'll go, and you're like, that's not the start frame that I was in. So you have to like kind of jimmy with it. But one way I found to make that jimmying much faster, like I said, I think I learned this from the dead guy. Got us to the dead guy. So you get to where you think you are. Like we want to be at 4369. That's where I have it clocked for now. And then you sort of do this thing where you go back one frame, and we can see that the timer's up 1, now logged. Press +1, and it takes us back. So this is all set and good. This is where we want it to be. It won't move. But now if we hit go, Ideally, he'll still be right there in the half run animation. We'll do the same thing. We click -1 frame. We're expecting Ryu to disappear. Now, the funny thing is, usually, like, the way timers will start, we're not robots, we're not computers, so everything is a little more, a little less time. You know, you might start, like, a fraction of a second early because just whatever. But this, I feel like, clears it up. So when I hit -1 frame, Ryu should disappear. There he goes. If I hit +1 frame again, he will reappear. There he is. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, these frames are counting through the video. So where I have set the start frame, or I've set the end frame, and represented over here, this counts towards the video time. Now, not being a super huge brain, I'm not sure how it calculates the console time. I don't, and I'm sure it has something to do with like this over here. Change the FPS, we won't be. Because I'm just not sure about it, and the way I was trained, like, you just don't touch any of that. Yeah. Okay, I see here now the console FPS is not a perfect 60. That's, I'm sure, on purpose because math is hard. But I just wanted to give Jim the reassurance that he indeed got a 1201 last night. Now he only has to push for 2 more seconds to get the sub 12. Pressure, 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 pressure. And yes, Jim, go for the gold. Just remember, well, I don't have any advice yet. I was trying to think, like, what can I impart of my knowledge, but I barely have a sub 20, so I'm just going to say, Gambate, good luck, hang in there. You will get it, Jim. All the people I know, you will get it. Yeah, that should wrap it up. That was full reassurance. Plenty of babbling. But Jim, sub 12's incoming. You got the 1201 last night. Good luck, Gambate. Or I should say, Gambare! Because I'm telling you, I am commanding you. You'll get it, Jim. You'll get it. All right.